as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I missed him, it would have been a different story.
25 yards that time.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Again, Walker.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Sam Laporta
from 3 yards out.
And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Walker diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The point after, good by Grupe.
And it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen net.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Sam Laporta.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Grupe able to add the PAT.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's complete to Mooney.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Ken Walker
with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
The point after, good by Grupe.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They called it.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the return will stop right around the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Quick hitter here. It's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the ball is knocked out. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This is 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
18 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's White. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time dip.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
It's a foot race. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He completes this to Walker.
Touchdown! Kenneth Walker saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Grupe able to add the PAT.
And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second and 9 now from the 21.
19 Tiger. 60 Bison.
They stay on the ground with White. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Running out of the gun with White. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll throw now on the final play. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw now on 1st down. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6.
They'll look to throw again.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
1st down, Buccaneers.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. That's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
Partner, this is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the 2nd half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here to your kicker. But even this is no good.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the 2nd half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That is caught by Laporta.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Sam Laporta.
26 yards.
And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A give for Walker running right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And going right back to Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's going to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game?
110 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. From the gun, it's Walker. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, check that. Street.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it would appear that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no Walker hitting the ball is out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Got an open man. It's Schwartz.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with White.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, Tampa Bay.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Buccaneers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
123 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long.